Tuesday evening here in the arena. It was the first time it was above 40 degrees Fahrenheit for the entire year. It's feeling good outside. It's feeling good in here. And we have some more ESC Valorant action for you guys. Bowling Green State University versus Ball State University. As you can see, our players back there getting ready in their warm-up scrim. Today is going to be an electric Tuesday night. And of course, it's going to be brought to you by Lucas, aka iLucky.
Bryce, aka Rhino.
And I mean, Bryce, today we have a brilliant match in store.
Yeah, I mean, first stream of the week after the, I think, untimely unfortunate disbandment of the Bowling Green League team. So we mourn the ones we've lost this week, but first stream of the week on a Tuesday. I'm pumped, and you know, as you can see, Valentine's Day theme. So the next theme stream that I will be a part of that will be St. Patrick's Day, and I already know Prod is rubbing their grubby little hands together because, as you can see, I am a redhead.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of green for us, just as well in general. And yeah, you are. Yeah, very red up there on the head.
I may be sick that day. You never know.
Oh, yes. I see. So we're getting excuses early.
I never said excuses. I'm just sick.
Oh. Anyways, what's not sick is the ESC schedule. So we can take a look at what Ball State is in store, for the rest of the season. Of course, we played Buffalo University in Eastern Michigan already. Of course, winning against UBuff and losing to EMU. And then right now, we have Bowling Green State on February 10th. OU will be this Thursday. And then to finish off the season, we have Kent State, Miami, Ohio, Akron, CMU, Northern Illinois, and Western Michigan.
So yeah, just overall, you know, good schedule. I like the spacing of the teams that, like, I'm personally, like, I don't want to say scared of because I genuinely think this team could be anybody. But I think just spacing, we have Kent State and then Miami, and then right after Miami we have Akron. And I don't know if Miami's Valorant team is good. I think they're decent. And then Akron is they're contenders. So I like how we're kind of like we ramp up and then we hit the peak and then we just fall. And then we just kind of we wind down before spring break and then into playoffs.
Yeah, of course. Then we can take a look at what else is going on this week. So as Bryce mentioned, our match on Monday got canceled, so it's not going to be up there. But we do, of course, still have 3 matches going on, of course, today at 8 p.m. And then tomorrow night, League of Legends versus OU will be at 8 as well. And then Valorant, once again, will return on Thursday against OU at 8 p.m. as well.
Yeah, and so I think since we've got this week's schedules, we do have a new little Prod is low-key clutched up this semester. So we have highlights from last week in case you missed anything. So I'm pumped.
Yeah, let's take straight a look at those highlights from the season so far. Of course, Ball State University has played 2 matches. We beat, or sorry, this match went 2 maps. It was 1-13 in favor of EMU on Abyss, and then it was 12-14 in favor of EMU on Haven. Of course, this is the Abyss. We see Opus getting a nasty little 2K there with the
nice face cam shot from Graham.
I know, right? It's always his forehead.
Elite face cam shot. It's just a cam at this point.
Phobos looking for another 2K, does find it, and well, Grim once again with the forehead shot.
You know, it's just a staple at this point. Like it's just, I feel like he could patent the forehead, look there. That's a little 1-2. And so, I mean, I was not on the cast for the game against EMU. I was in the arena as I had a game that night as well, and it was just wasn't pretty. And so, I mean, but sometimes you know, teams need kind of a wake up call. And I mean, we have a good amount of highlights, good 2 pieces. We could frag with them. It's just, I think when it came to the sort of the just positioning and such, we kind of just got a little bit lost there. But I think it's exactly what this team needed. We needed a wake-up call. We needed like, we're not invincible. Anybody can beat anybody, especially in today's Valorant where it's very, like, it's a lot more even, I would say, because I think it's just collegiate esports in general. It's becoming a lot more even as more people are finding out about it, and people and programs that kind of aren't typically that dominant in collegiate esports are finding talent that are coming to their program, so they're putting more money into it. So these teams that have been very easily beatable and like, oh, impromptu bye week are now coming up and like shocking us, and we just kind of need to be ready for that. And so I think that's just what happened. It's a new day. Yep. It's a new dawn.
And let's hope that we can wake up and bounce back today in the match against Bowling Green State, who is also 1-1 on the season. So both of these teams have the exact same record, but we're going to now take a look into the other ESC matches happening across the league tonight. So of course, on this channel, we have Ball State versus BGSU, and then across the entire league, you have OU versus WMU, UBuff versus EMU, NIU versus Kent, Miami of Ohio versus CMU. That'll wrap out your 5 matches for the day. And just like last week, still a lot of acronyms out there on the table with all of the Michigan universities, of course, Central, Eastern, and Western being all a part of that. But without further ado, we're going to send it to a quick commercial break before we get back with you guys with the roster. So stay tuned for the rosters, and we'll see you guys then.
You know you're a Ball State Cardinal when you first hear the chirp. When you look to Frog Baby for luck and Beneficence for guidance. You're a Ball State Cardinal when you chase your dreams, present your case, and win. When the university you call home is small enough to be a community, but big enough to change the world. You know you're a Ball State Cardinal when you're one of us. We are Ball State University. We fly.
We fly indeed. I love the little ad we have there from Ball State University. If you have not toured our campus and you live in Indiana, Ohio, Illinois, Kentucky, anywhere close, definitely make sure to check it out if you're in high school and looking for a place to go. But without further ado, let's take a look at your Bowling Green State University roster for today. Rhino, take it away.
So if you're new here on Tuesday nights, we always look at the away team roster and kind of rank our favorites per se. And so I actually do not remember who won last week against Buffalo on Tuesday. But now we have Arceli, Chase, Lux, Mr. Pool 34, and Windows XP as one of our Valorant
Of course, Gav, yeah.
Just ominously walking right behind us. Very Michael Myers-esque. And he's waving. So hit him with a wave back. And so I think I got to give it. I want to give it to Mr. Pool 34.
Mr. Pool 34 is so good, man.
But I got to give it to Windows XP.
Yeah.
I feel Windows XP is very unique. It's one of those things where you're just like looking around and just like, what if I make my name Windows XP?
Why are they all aura farming as they're walking past?
Well, I mean, Phobos can never aura farm. He's just lacking it.
That's true.
Didn't even look back.
And Mr. Pool 34, I got a question for you. What's that 34 mean? And I'm going to leave it at that.
Maybe it's just a number.
And I'm going to leave it at that. Let's take a look at your Ball State University roster. Of course, we have that same core 5. Rebo, Phobos, Gav, Grim, Lon, of course, coached by Raptors. And with that, this core 5 can bring a bounce back tonight after the crushing loss against Eastern Michigan University last night. But now let's take. Well, we can't do that actually, because
I was about to say
really
that.
Awkward.
So we have the nifty face cams at all the PCs, but it would just be showing the backs of chairs because our entire team, I think, went to go to the bathroom, which I mean is smart, but it was just really poor timing. So we're gonna send it to our lovely sideline interviewer, even though it's not interviewing anybody. Our sideline reporter, Juan Libby Baby, our caster lead, our goat, my gang. Take it away.
And are really prepared for this stuff right now. Actually, Rebo just left. Never mind. But yeah, our players are here and ready to be prepared for this matchup. You know, Bryce, I heard you talking about how you're a ginger. I feel there a little bit with the beard, going on. So luckily for me, though, I'm not a full-fledged ginger. But let's actually talk about some Valorant. So this team suffered a pretty brutal loss to EMU last week with a 13-1 loss in the first round and then an overtime loss in the second one. So I guess some things that I would like to see from this team, just a little bit more preparation for specific situations. They were very aggressive, swinging a lot of angles, taking a lot of fights. I would like to see prepared site control practice, and for a certain situation, be prepared for what you are going to do in that moment to try to maintain site control, take back the site, rather than just swinging out, trying to get kills, taking fights, because that is not going to work out very well when you're losing numbers. You're not keeping up with very good economy. So that's my 2 cents on what I think this game. What Ball State needs to do this game to not fall to a losing record and go to 2-1 instead of 1-2. And I'm sure they will take my advice. But thank you very much. That's been me on the sideline. I'm going to send it to a commercial. Don't leave. We'll be back with more Valorant pretty soon.
The quest for knowledge and a greater understanding is a lifelong pursuit. an ascent towards a fulfilling career and a meaningful life. As Ball State Cardinals, we learned early on that it's our responsibility to prepare and to prepare you for anything. Beneficence stands tall as a symbol of enduring values that have sustained it for more than a century. Forged during a turbulent time, the Great Depression, and from the contributions of more than 11,000 people, beneficence inspires us. What we know about adversity is that we do not choose the time, but we do choose response with grit, creativity, and dedication. Where tradition meets innovation, we form an enduring partnership, a formidable alliance with a deep desire to learn, to teach, to grow, to thrive, to fly. The values of Ball State University embody a wealth of opportunity, a powerful bond among faculty, staff, students, and alumni, and a bright future that includes you. Our intellect and experiences fuel our purpose and our capacity to serve our neighbors. Your journey begins now. We will remember this time for the opportunities we seized, the discoveries we made, and the lives we transformed. At Ball State University, with beneficence as our guide, we fly.
All right, welcome back from the quick commercial break, and we are now joined by Wyatt, aka Liberty Baby, on the desk for some pre-match predictions. Ball State versus Bowling Green State University. I'm going to give it a 2-0 in favor of your Ball State Cardinals.
You got it?
I'm also going to give a 2-0 in favor of our Ball State Cardinals. No way they lose 2 games in a row.
All right,
never
so
happens.
I'm saying 2 things. One, Lucas said a quick commercial break. That was the opposite of a quick commercial break.
You know, my bad.
2, Lucas forgot something very key, and I called this. I called this last week. If you watched the stream last Tuesday, I said Lucas is going to forget next Tuesday. I'm going to berate him, and he's going to bring it next Tuesday, the certain item. And he forgot. So
It's just not on my mind. Like, if you DM me.
I'm not DMing you. You need to remember.
I mean.
So 2-1
GG.
Ball State.
All right. Well, all of our predictions are in. We'll see what comes right at the end of the match. And, 2-1, 2-0, both going to be pretty likely circumstance, I think, seeing as both of these teams have the same record going into tonight. But I'm going to give it over to Lucas to give you guys a breakdown of the arena that we have here at Ball State University.
Hello and welcome everybody to the Ball State Esports 2025 Arena Tour. Let's get straight into it. Welcome to the arena, guys, and as you see, as soon as you enter and look to your right, the checkout/welcome desk. From mice to keyboards to heads, any peripherals that you might need to play some video games. Up until 3:30, this area is a classroom where real Ball State students and professors teach and learn on these advanced Alienware PCs. This space turns into an open play area where any Ball State student can check out peripherals at that welcome desk we talked about earlier and sit down at one of these PCs and play on any of the games pre-installed. And that goes from 3:30 all the way to 7:30, Mondays through Fridays. And welcome to the varsity stage. Now, these PCs are reserved for Ball State Esports varsity players only, as they are top of the line 4090 series computers. Here at Ball State, our varsity sim racing players have these 5 rigs that they can use whenever they would like to get some practice in and use for their racing. And for those of you who aren't as interested as in playing video games, you can join our production team. Here in the back room, our amazing crew puts on the best streams in the nation on their Twitch channel for everybody to view. And this is where our casters sit when we're live streaming to Twitch and if we want to do any side projects for the channel. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video, and I hope to see you live in person at the arena sometime this year. Peace out, guys.
Yo, Lucas, you stole my shirt. Lucas, give me my shirt back. I mean, he stole my jersey, and now I'm not in like appropriate casting technique. I'm sorry about that, guys. I'll have to hold it until we go to commercial so I don't look super unofficial here. But I mean, he just completely stole that off of my back. And now that we're back, and now that the players should be back too. Okay, what are you cringing at?
Okay, I just want to say for context, a Valorant player was walking in.
All right.
I think it was a
so you don't have
player.
to. No, that was Lucas. I gave it back. That was.
Sure.
Pass Lucas. Yeah.
Sure. You know what? Why not? You know what? Why not? Yeah, Lucas walked in and he was going to play on a PC, and then he was like, "Hey, can you hold this?" So yeah, Lucas.
You have to ruin the bit.
It's a bad bit.
But yeah, now we can cut to the players that they are back sitting on their PC and look at them. Of course, going from top left to bottom right. I can't tell because I think that's Wes that has his thing all the way up to the camera, but it is going to be Gav on the top left, and then Law, and then Grim, and then Rebo, and then Phobos, currently not in his chair. He is talking to Rebo. As you can see there.
He's getting his mind right. He's getting his mind right, and that's all that matters. And so, if you're gonna talk to anybody, talk to your IGL. I'm gonna guess he's probably he's running it down, just running through the game plan, and you know, he's just running the trademark earbuds.
Yeah,
I respect it.
It's the SteelSeries Arctis Buds, not sponsored. I just recognize him because I love SteelSeries. So when I saw him put him in, I'm like, hey, it's cool that he's also using SteelSeries.
And then now he's leaving.
Wait, Rebo is now in Phobos' chair. Oh, is that Rebo's chair all along? Is it chairception?
I'm so
It does seem to be chairception.
Maybe he was on his account, and as you can see, that the lanky man that kind of looks a little bit like Lucas is currently walking back. He's in two cameras.
How good would that UFC fight be?
It'd be great.
Phobos.
No, I'm telling you, it'd be amazing
insane.
because you guys are like the exact same person.
Okay, so
except
Phobos,
I think Phobos is probably a little bit more athletic.
Yeah, he's a little stronger. We're both very similar in rock climbing. He's stronger than me, and I have better technique, so it allows us to do very similar things.
Does rock climbing technique transfer into fighting?
No. Now we can take it over to something new that we're doing on today's stream. Let's take a look at some stats. So first up is going to be 57 kills, 63 deaths on the season, giving him a KD of 0.91, maybe a little bit lower than he would have liked. But as our duelist, he's going to be dying a lot and hopefully getting some entry frags. And 21 assists is proving that he's at least doing a decent bit on his entries.
I mean, he's getting a lot of damage, like inting. I mean, that's kind of what he's meant to do. And so you can't be really mad as from your duelist there. And I think it's early in the season. We're just gonna go from there. You know, you can't be mad at everything. And we're gonna go over to Law 37, 53, and 17. As you can see, he has a lot less deaths. I mean, he's a lot less everything, but again, a lot less deaths is is more important. You know, he plays. We saw him on the Viper last Tuesday. So just playing really far back, and so just very conservative play style. And that's why he's not really fragging, but he's not also getting killed.
Yeah, of course, Law, being our flex player here, is going to be mostly on the time, going to be on heroes where he just wants to live. We can roll it over to our next player now.
Grim forehead shot!
Look at the forehead of Grim. 63 kills and 51 deaths does make him one of our, I believe, only 2 positive players on the team so far. The 1.34 KDA. He is singing. And he is singing.
He's happy. He's bumping music.
I just want to go. Yeah.
I can't hate. You know, morale is up. Especially, I mean, yeah. Even after last Thursday, a couple of the Valorant players said that like morale was very high for them, and so like they were all like, didn't really. I mean, it obviously affected them, but it didn't affect them much like in game. Move your camera down,
he's
dog.
boxing the camera.
It's just straight forehead, and then we got the rock climbing goat, good old Phobos. You know. We've seen so many highlights of him. 73, 51, and 28.
Wow.
I think
most kills.
I think he's most kills. I think most assists. I could be wrong. And then not most deaths.
Highest KD is what you would say, probably.
I mean, yeah, you could say that. But like, you know what I mean? Like, he's getting trades. He's typically in that trade spot where he has duelist int, and he's just right back there to just try to get the trade and win it. And so that's why the KD so high. Also, he's just a goat. Highest rank in Overwatch in the program. Does not play, by the way, which is funny.
And now seeing a highest ranked DPS player in the program.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's clarify that really quickly.
I think like in total like everybody like highest ranked DPS in the program, yes, but like is anybody like on their own role higher than him?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then Rebo, our IGL, sitting at 35 and 53 with the point. Almost 6-7 KD. So
almost.
close. Maybe one more kill or one less death would have gotten us that glorious number. And 29 assists. Of course, he is the IGL. He's not going to be fragging out, but he is the voice of reason behind the entire team. He's the mind behind the whole operation. So it's usually what you would expect from an IGL. And one more time, we'll get the good old wide shot of all the players. And That
It's such a funny shot. Like, that rivals from last semester, that rivals Bordy's, like, just glasses. That rivals it. Because, like, you would always have, like, I know, like, last semester we always had, like, the typical, like, Noah's camera would always be, like, to his right, like, on a corner. Like
just on a random chair.
Yeah, like, Gage would just, like, it'd just be glasses up.
We're getting massages.
What am I watching?
From Rebo to Gav, but we don't have time to watch that. We're gonna send it straight.
That's team play right there. That's chemistry.
We're gonna send it straight into map B-roll. I'll give you guys a quick preview of the first map we're playing here tonight, and it's Breeze. Of course, a very heavily reworked Breeze.
Yeah, and so played a little bit of both old and new Breeze. Old Breeze was my least favorite map, and then New Breeze, I like it. You know, it goes truly a more 3-lane instead of technically 4-lane. Just getting rid of the really long hallway by that site right there. And so, I mean, really, there's a handful of small changes, especially towards T side, and just like really in the back of the map. And then just the major changes came towards right here. They just got rid of the long corridor by CT spawn, which was really, especially in your low ranks, you know, if you just have that one, like, jet, wide swing it with a Vandal, and get owned by a guy with an op. So, glad they got rid of that, because my rank is a lot happier with it, so to speak. So, A got a lot of the bigger changes, and B kind of stayed pretty much the exact same. There was like maybe a box here, box there, box removed, maybe a doorway got wide, but I mean, other than that, but I mean, it's a very good rework. Riot, like, I love Riot, but I don't love Riot. You know what I mean? But like, especially like the Valorant team, they do a really good job of map reworks to like make the game feel fresh. Like, that's what I wish. I don't wish Overwatch would do it as much, but like if they maybe tweaked a little bit here and there, a little bit more, I think it'd be good.
I think I love Riot and I don't love Riot is like the perfect conundrum that I have on Riot too, because Riot, when it comes to like the game side, like Valorant and League are just like two low-key very toxic games. And
that's just the player base. That's not really Riot.
I guess,
That's just the player base.
But they're more like addicting than they are fun at times.
Yeah.
But they are both very fun games, but they're also both super addicting. But I love the side of Riot that hires their own orchestra and just has their own orchestra for cinematic events, for cinematics, for in-game music, for TV shows, for YouTube videos, whatever it be. And that how they're actually just single-handedly changing the gaming industry with releasing a $2 million budget TV show, a $2 million budget TV show in that of Arcane inspired by League of Legends. I think what Riot is doing with the gaming industry is atop anything that any of the other guys are doing. And like, as a huge Overwatch fan myself, I would only wish that Blizzard would make a full-on 18 episode TV show on the background of some characters. But I just don't think Blizzard has it like Riot sometimes.
I think, and also, I think that'd be great. I think down the line that could actually happen with Blizzard, because the Overwatch story is so good, but we won't see it now.
And here we go. It's going to be walls up, and away we go for the first round here between Bowling Green State University and Ball State University. Third match on the season. The first pick is going to be from Yada to Gav with that Sheriff. That's going to be a really, really early 45 in the favor of Ball State. Oh, no! Actually, Grim finds two. Photos finds one as well, and it's just going to be Raxathone all by himself, and that's going to be a very quick round for Ball State, especially since they didn't even have first blood.
That was a really good round there for Ball State. I think our overlay's a little bit behind, you see, but it's all right. And so that was a really good B push from Bowling Green. They kind of just split mid here, but it just did not work for them in the slightest. So maybe they try to switch something up. It looks like they're going to be doing the same thing, go B-side split mid here since Spike up mid, and maybe try to just cut Ball State in two and go from there.
Yeah, here we go. The second pistol round of, or sorry, the second round of this map here, of course, since Bowling Green lost that first round. They are going to be forced to do a save round here. You see Arceli looking for some space mid. Raxafilm, though, going to die to Grim, who is holding that mid short. And it's going to be now a 3v5. Arceli is able to find at least one trade. Rebo finds two, though, on his own. And once again, it's going to be a 1v4 here for Bowling Green, as that Viper's completely stranded on A side. Let's see what Ball State member finds her first.
Yeah, it was a good attempt from Bowling Green, but they have to kite so early, and they have Spike down mid, so the Viper got to play really slow here. You got to push it no matter what, and so just kind of playing up A side. Maybe we're going to run into Gav. Gav trying to get the no-scope onto Windows XP. Does 2-0 in favor of Ball State, even though the overlay is lying to you. So very good 2-round stint from Ball State here, as they have the eco to full buy, but they're just not going to do it. Just kind of, I don't want to say a waste, so to speak, but just keeping everything for when they lose the next for the next time they lose, not when they lose the next round, because that's pessimistic. I want these guys to win. So, but I'm going to assume that BGSU is going to full buy here, and so they're just going to play for that. Looks like an A-side push here. We get right underway of round 3.
I think that was just crazy nasty combo there. I think Rebo used one of those Astra pulls to pull one of the Bowling Green players into the sightline of Gav's up, which, by the way, up on round 3 is absolutely mental here from Ball State. Philip trading some bullets here between him, Luxa, and Arceli, but he's not going to get too overconfident with his peek at all. Rebo's going to smoke it off for the time being, and Phobos is going to use that as a signal to step back a little bit.
I like the smoke off here, just to get the full rotate. I think that was actually Astra from Bowling Green and not Ball State, but I like the full rotate off of A. A is such a hard place to push into when you don't have mid control, and it's so hard to get mid control with that Viper wall, and so they're just going to full rotate B and right here, right now.
Yeah, Raxphone able to find a trade onto Rebo across the map, and Grim is completely uncleared here on B side. Windows XP knows my solo be there, and Grim gets the worst issue of COD timing ever, putting Ball State down 1 agent for the round. And now Ball State gonna have to look for this 3v4 recontest here. Gav still with that op. He doesn't know his crosshair was right over Windows XP. If all he does is pull the trigger, Windows XP would have died, but of course, it's smoked off and he can't see that. Windows XP, though, is able to find the kill onto Law, and this round is going to become very dire for Ball State. I think Gav, his best option, whoa, finds an exit frag, but he should just save that op, a 4,700 credit gun that you do not want to lose after purchasing this early.
Yeah, it was a really good just exit frag there, trying to get away, and have received word. Unfortunately, we're receiving technical difficulties here, so this so the score is gonna be 2-1.
2-1. I'm just gonna.
He's keeping track.
Here.
Okay, we got scorekeeper Lucas here, scorekeeper iLucky keeping track. So it's 2-1 in favor of Ball State, and I don't think we have access to really any eco. So I'm gonna try to keep that on the back burner. Use my CS knowledge as much as humanly possible here. And so Bowling Green gets a nice round. They get a good control. They get a good rotate and then just take control, and again, that bad timing right there. Just unfortunate. And so, but it looks like they're going to try again to go back A and maybe try to take a little bit more control of mid here and just see if they can find some more luck A side.
Ooh, and Gav gets the first blood on the round with that operator on a Raxaphone. Raxaphone caught completely off guard, reloading her Vandal, and Gav just able to take that opportunity, kill the Spike carrier. And now Bowling Green forced into a really awkward 2-0-2 split here, where it looks like they're just going to stage their Sova on this kind of aggressive A-side angle, as the rest of their team rotating through B and even finding some space up through that mid-tunnels area. And here we go. Grim's going to use that drone now to spot out Arceli on that Sova, and that's going to give a lot of info to this Ball State team of where Bowling Green are actually playing on. Playing Rebo, able to find a second kill before getting traded out.
Yeah, and Phobos there with the retrade. And I think they were just trying to maybe wait and see if somebody flanks, but Gav gets one with that operator. Trying to find the second, can't. Yawn with a nice headshot there. And so it's just going to be the Jet pushing into A side. Just kind of play aggressive, get as many credits as possible, as well as much ult score as possible. But Grim is there with the headshot on Yawn with a nice, can't go wrong with the 6-7 clan tag there. So it's going to be 3-1 for Ball State. And you said it, I think 2 rounds ago. That op is so ballsy, but I do like it for Ball State. That I think they're just trying to play as aggressive as possible and try to play as confident as humanly possible, just to try to, like, I think that's probably what they struggled with against EMU, is just confidence. They weren't confidently swinging enough, and I think they just noticed that and just kind of go with it. So I think Bowling Green is going to be saving here. I'd assume, but they're just going to be running it down A.
Yeah, it looks like they might just do a 5-man rush with some Spectres, some Ghosts, some Stingers, some short-range weapons like that. A lot might get completely caught off guard here on site. They do know Raxophone's there behind the boxes. It's going to be the Astronaut as well, used from Raxophone, and the Viper ult invested from Bowling Green here. 2 big, point locking down ults invested from Bowling Green, but they don't have that, or I believe they do have the spike planted. It's going to be a 5v5 retake here for Ball State. They know Raxophone's here, but it doesn't matter. Grim not able to find one, though. Gav and Rebo both finding a couple trades of their own before Phobos falls. Arceli 1 HP through the smoke, not able to find the spray through, and it looks like it's going to be Gav all on his lone sun here with only Rebo. He is able to find a kill, making it 2v2 before getting traded out, but no, Arceli does find the team ace there for Bowling Green. It's going to bring the map score up to 3-2 Ball State's favor.
Yeah, 3-2. I think Ball State, I believe, probably has enough for a pretty decent force buy here. Maybe half armor and then full util and maybe a Phantom / Vandal. So, but I do like the all-5 push here. And I don't think Ball State really expected it. And that Astra ult was beautiful there from Raxophone here. I about said Rebo, both starting with R's, but it was very smart there. You knew they were in the corner, so they probably expected Raxophone to just walk away towards his team, but he just did not. Gav pops the ult here in round 6, and then it looks like they're just gonna go A again, see if they can find some more luck.
Yeah, it's gonna be a trade coming out between Law and Rebo. Law, though, gets traded out as well by Lux, and Phobos is really trapped here on site. His duelist Gav is still a little bit behind. He's going to use that Sky Dog, find a little bit of space here. Once again, finds Raxophone in the exact same corner as Gav finds a trade out. Able to find the blind, making it now a 2v2 here for Ball State, but Law is still very far behind. I don't think Phobos wants to take a gunfight just yet. Here we go, the Sova ult coming out from Grim. Does it find a connect? It finds 1 hit onto Arceli. That's going to put him on to half health now, but it doesn't matter. Windows XP gets the kill. Phobos looking for the stick, finds 1. He knows where Arceli is now. Can he find the second? The shock dart misses. Phobos low on time. Has to at least half the bomb here. He might just go for the full defusal. He knows Arceli's peeking, and he almost had it with the right click from the classic. 5 HP and a dream ties the map score for Bowling Green.
Good play from Arceli, just playing time as well as possible. Phobos, if he got the half at the when the first time he went for the defuse, if he got the half, he would have full had it, but just didn't have enough time here. And good recognition, knowing that Raxophone loves to play in that corner, Phobos just played it perfectly, just playing it slow, almost had the 1v2 clutch there, but just 5 HP. But I mean, everybody died there, so Eco slightly in the favor of BGSU, really, but it's not going to be fully in their favor. I believe they full bought with limited shield and reduced util, if I'm correct, and so looks like just a very stalemate mid push here.
Yeah, Bowling Green opting for a default here, just splitting the resources 2-2-1. Not picking up the bomb, just looking for a pick. Just like that, they found onto Gavin. Now they can use that pick, take the bomb, and rotate to a site of their choosing. Phobos does invest that Sky ult, so they have a general idea of where Bowling Green is staged, but that early in the round, it's not going to find too much, as Law looking for the Vandal from the dead Gav, but Windows XP finding a second kill for Bowling Green here onto Rebo. So now Rebo, that's the smoke player for Ball State. It's going to be a really easy engage here for Bowling Green.
Yeah, so Law's going to get 1, Law's going to get 2, then taken out by that Chamber ult. And so, yeah, that's both kind of
Spike planted.
just, yeah, smokes. I mean, Viper has wall, so that's kind of impromptu smoke, but
Both
Phobos,
controllers.
Yeah. See no more. There it is.
Exactly.
So it's going to be, we're just going to rotate back in, but all of BGSU, all the remaining 3, just playing towards T-spawn, so they're just going to play really slow here, and I do like that. Let's see if Ball State can take back the 3v2.
Yeah, Grim looking for the Sova dart, see if he can clear anyone on sight. It's a great peek there from Lux to find the kill on a Phobos. Grim now all by his lonesome with the Sheriff. Lux goes for the really aggro peek with his little hand cannon. He's going to fall to the likes of Grim. He's going to pick up a Vandal and run away because that bomb is ticking down, and he's got no chance to defuse it. But they do take away 3 guns from that Bowling Green side on their save round. But for the first time tonight, they're going to be down in the round count.
Yeah, and so I mean, I like that from Bowling Green. They kind of could guess that, especially with the default, they kind of knew that nobody was going to be peeking mid. They all knew that Ball State was going to be wrapping back around as Ball State taking a timeout here. And so they all knew that Ball State was going to be wrapping around, and no matter how much information that Ball State had, they knew that at least one member, I believe it was the Jet and the Chamber, both in back towards T-spawn. They had no idea where the third one was, and so they couldn't really make a concrete push, especially after the first fall. So it was really, that round was very what's the word? Scrappy, that's the word. Very scrappy, could have gone either way, but I think it was just the default. I think Ball State kind of expected Bowling Green to kind of go back to what they've been playing and going like a 5-man rush, run it down towards B or some odd, as we have a replay here from our lovely production team. Nice little, that was grody, but
Little 1-2 tap there.
a little 1-2 punch. And so, but I mean, Bowling Green showing that they can play both fast and slow, and I think that's what kind of Ball State's just kind of needed to adjust to that, and just not expecting one linear thing, and be kind of dynamic. Be proactive, not reactive. That's what I say.
Exactly, but Rebo on this Bucky, really hard to be proactive on this weapon, unfortunately, as that is probably one of the most reactive weapons in the game. You kind of just sit behind a corner and wait for someone to blindly walk past you, and you just hope that you hit the one-shot body shot onto them, or however you hit them. You're hoping that a one-shot, so you're most likely going to be dead. A lot using that poison orb as a effective like pseudo smoke there towards that A door side, and once again Bowling Green opting for a really slow default here with the bomb still stuck there in mid.
Yeah, I like the push. Just I think that's what they started with, and it kind of didn't work. Ball State reacted to it well, and they went fast, and they're like, okay, this worked. Let's go back to the bread and butter just to see if it does work and play slow. And it's worked so far for Ball State as Gav gets 2. It hasn't worked this far yet. He's gonna push in. I like that push. Rebo's gonna get another one. It's a 2v5. Oh wow, nice pick.
Yeah, nasty shot there from Jan, and great job from Rebo lurking up in that smoke to catch Raxophone completely off guard, making this say, our UI is working, let's go.
Did you just now notice that?
I did. I am very blind.
They switched the overlay.
And they did. I think you're right. Yeah, they switched the overlay. We'll get the fancy one working for you guys either by Thursday or next week. But for now, we're just going to stick with the Valorant Classic overlay. And here we go. Rebo able to find the kill into Arcelian. Grim finds on Yon. Super quick 1-2 punch there from Ball State. And Tech restart time. Here we go. So there's some problems with a certain side of gaming.
Wow, everybody
company.
DC'd.
I don't want to like.
Their stream crashed. So this is just, knock on wood, this is not a good day for anything electronic, because according to the chat bottom left, all 5 of us DC'd, our overlay isn't working, and Bowling Green's stream crashed.
Well, what happens is, so I don't want to like, okay. There's something wrong with the Riot client to where
100%.
every 20 to 25 minutes they have to reset their game, or it will kick them out mid-round like we saw last week. So they reset their game proactively so that it doesn't kick them out mid-round. That is what they're doing. That is why they all did that reset. And this will happen every, it's 4 to 4 now, so that this will happen every 8 or so rounds. They said they have the timing to a T now. I don't know what that means, if it's 20 minutes, if it's 22 minutes and 15.5 seconds.
They have it
whatever it means, they have the timing to a T, so
that's all that matters.
We don't get what we got against U Buffalo last week, where they were getting DC'd mid-round.
This
they know when to reset their game.
This is when, I know he's Twitch modding though. I was like, I'm about to say, it's like we could send it to good old Wyatt Libby Baby, but I think he's Twitch modding right now.
Yeah.
See over there? Yeah, he's dialed in, AirPods in, he's wired in.
Yeah, it's unfortunately a problem where when you have a lot of players playing together on the same network, something about the Riot client, whatever it might be. Yo, what is
Prod? Oh my! Whoever did that, I actually love you. Oh my! I will like whoever did that. Genuinely, you're my favorite person ever. If it was Austin, I'm gonna cry. But if it was anybody, whoever did that in Prod, you're my favorite person ever right now. That was actually the Cade, you legend. Oh my goodness, that was the funniest thing I've seen all day. That was actually hilarious because now he's down because he understands how bad of a bit that was. Oh my god, our Prod team's amazing.
That bit was fire. That bit was insane. Lucas took my shirt. I had to get it back from him. And he threw it to me off camera.
Josh, is that a good bit? Yes or no?
I'm not going to explain
Is it a good bit? Yes or no?
You can just ask people off camera. The viewers can't see Josh.
Josh, you want to
Okay, I'll explain to you. So essentially, we were showing the arena tour video, and in that video, I'm using this jersey. So while we were showing it, I took off my jersey, gave it to Grim. When we went live again, I said, "Yo, Lucas, give me back my jersey." And then I had Grim throw it to me. That's pretty good. See, Senno's shaking his head.
Is that a good bit?
Jack is, or Droid is shaking his head completely no. Jake
Thank
is
you.
just,
Thank you.
Well, I can't
There's
say
no
what I
way.
want on stream.
Okay.
Seals likes it. I'm 3 for 2? 3 for 2. Because I got Senno's approval and Josh's approval. 3 for 2. Okay, well, I can't repeat that.
I wonder if you can hear that on stream. I'm going back to the VOD to see if you can hear that on stream because I'm clipping it. That's, oh my gosh, that's so funny. That's so funny. Trinity, our goat prod Trinity just asked what happened. Trinity, I'll tell you after.
Yeah.
I'll tell you after.
Aww.
We can't repeat it on stream. I mean, we probably could.
Wait,
but
it's not a curse word.
It wasn't anything profane, but it was funny. It was family friendly.
Okay.
Family friendly.
Yeah, family friendly stream here today, and even though this is a Valorant stream, some big news has happened in the gaming world unrelated to Valorant. In Overwatch, never mind, I'm not gonna talk about that. We're going back to map.
Thank you. That's God saying be quiet. We have our overlay.
Valorant has saved you guys from me talking about Overwatch. Gav though, finding the first kill. We have half of our overlay. At least we have the round score. At the end of the day, that is what matters here. Law as well, finding a kill. It's going to be a 5v3 here for Ball State, and Bowling Green still have not entered on to this A site here. Law, once again, finding one through the smoke, and it's just almost a complete, I forget what it's called, a perfect round? I think it's called perfect or something like that. But it's going to be a 5-4-1 as Ball State now taking our 9th round, looking to send us to an 8-4 map score heading into half.
Yeah, this is my first time seeing this overlay, like casting with it. So, and this overlay is it's pretty baller, you know. That's pretty, like, I like the rounds. That's so sick, dude. I geek when it comes to like really cool prod stuff. So, but I actually, yeah, but I think Ball State just positioned really well on defense here, just kind of going over what they did in the timeout, and then Bowling Green going back to what kind of worked for them in the mid rounds of just bum rushing a certain site, and they get one and try to get more with this kind of, I think it's a save round. I don't know.
Yeah, Repo able to find the kill before getting traded out, and yeah, it would be a save round here for Bowling Green as a lot of stingers coming out from them, and they actually are able to get the spike down and find a positive trade. Here comes the Astra ult. I believe that's from Raxophone because Rebo is dead. Phobos now lurking up through this Viper Smoke, able to find a kill on Deluxe before getting traded out by Windows. Now it's Gavo by himself, finds the kill under Arceli, now making it a 1v1 between him and Windows XP. And Windows XP able to find the headshot for the 3K as Gav goes to defuse. Once again, tying up our map score.
Yeah, I think Phobos made the call that the Viper of Windows XP was going towards T-spawn, but I'm gonna assume by the crosshair placement, he thought that it was that the Viper was gonna be coming from his left side and not the right side. But Gav with a nice Little one shot on the Rax phone, then Phobos with a nice little alert coming up, and we didn't see it. He went through the smoke and vanished.
And yeah, I believe it's going to be a thrifty there from the side of Bowling Green, as they did have many stingers, and Phobos using that Sky Flash to maybe find something. Gav with the op, not able to find the kill on a Raxophone. It's going to be a 4v5 really early on here for Ball State, but Phobos able to find a trade on the opposite side of the map. Once again, using that Sky Flash, able to get a flash on some of the players, but Lux finds a Phantom Spray through the smoke to take him out. And this is now a pretty bad situation here for Ball State.
Yeah, Lux played that really well, just staying in the corner. Phobos did not expect somebody on his left side and just wide swung it and just didn't work, but Bowling Green got a full rotate, and yeah, it's going to get seen and going to get called there from Grim. So yeah, Viper Wall is going to come up. That allows the Viper of, I believe, Law is going to be able to freely rotate, but they're going to double back. Wow, that's a beautiful play there from Bowling Green. Just get a nice double back over to A here. They're going to get the plant for free, so it's going to be 3v2 retake there for Ball State.
Yeah, complete bait and switch. Completely confuses Rebo and Law. Now as Law finds Luxor, he's going to use that chamber TP to get out of harm's way. And Law, if he peeks as he's swinging into two, he knows it. So he's not going to repeat that angle. Looking for the kill on a Yan. Is able to find it, but Rebo's still not here. He's got his knife out. He's running over as fast as he possibly can. It could be a really, really big pinch, but Lux able to find the kill onto Law, and Rebo able to find at least one, but now he's got the hard job of defusing the spike into a Sova with those shock darts, and doesn't even need it. Finds a head tap with the Phantom, and Ball State now down once again, 6-5. Not looking too good for your Cardinals.
Yeah, just unfortunate timing there. I think he was just going for the wide swing, but unfortunately, I think he played it either too slow or didn't rotate quick enough. I think after the maybe the double back was initially called there, I think by Law. I think Rebo's got to play a little bit closer. I mean, he was just far corner of B. You got to play a little bit closer, maybe in that the connector from mid, just to get over a little bit quicker, and then just went for the full roto and just did not work. Got put out of the team fight for way too long, and so they're just trying to take mid control here. And it's a trade apiece. It's going to be 4v4 in round 12.
Yeah, and Arceli and his Bowling Green teammate just ran through that Viper wall, holding left click, spraying and praying with that Phantom, as it looks like both teams here tonight favoring those Phantoms. As in the past, sometimes we see the other team favoring the Vandal, but whoa, Law and Rebo both able to find a kill of their own before Gavs get traded up by Lux. Now with 3v1, Lux all by himself, and Rebo able to clean up the round, tying the score going into half. And Ball State, they found some life, and can they carry this momentum into the second half, into round 13 we go?
They switch sides here, and I mean, it's fully even there, 6-6, and I just like this play. One more round.
One more round is all we need.
We need Ball State to win. They're on the right side.
We need Ball State to win pistols.
And so, and at the very end there, they knew that Lux was in mid. I believe it's doors is the call out there. So they knew that he was indoors, just holding the corner with the pick onto the jet, and so it's just kind of they just need to play slow. They have the vision on both sides, and so but yeah, we really want. I think this is not just allegiance of being Ball State students. We want Ball State to win for a just a different reason, you know, just an unnamed reason on round 13.
Yeah, we always want Ball State to win, but here we want it even more so, and especially being a pistol round. Known to be Ball State's weakness in the past. Here we go, the engage is clean from Phobos and Gav. They get onto site completely unscathed because not a single member of Bowling Green is actually here holding down this B site. And that plant comes in. It's going to be a very tough 5v5 retake here now for Bowling Green. And it looks like they're going to be going for sort of a pinch move, as Rebo able to find the first kill on a Raxophone, who was kind of in that 3-stack, but gets caught out. Arceli and Law both finding kills. Lux finding a knife kill, and now it's just Grim all by himself, but he's got a really sneaky flank. Is he able to kill Windows? He is, but not before getting traded out by Lux, and the 6-7 is denied. We're going to move to a 7-6 map score.
RIP. I think we had a what was the score for pistol rounds? It was what, 2-2?
we forgot. I don't think we counted EMU at all.
We didn't count EMU. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, for Buffalo. It's Tuesday night. It's a Tuesday night tradition.
True. Okay. It was
2-2. And then I think we won
3-3.
the first round.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're 3-3 right now. So, hey, we're 50% right now. We're shooting 50% from the field. That's not bad. So, we'll take it.
It's not great, is it?
It's not. I mean, depending on what like context you're in, because if you're shooting 50% from 3, that's really good. But if you're like scoring 50% on a test, that's not great. So it just depends on the context. But we're not winning, but the thing is we're not losing pistol rounds by majority. That's the thing you got to look at. It's a pessimistic or optimistic point of view. And Lux gets a nice pick, gets 2, and we're just Ball State just trying to run through B with. Then they know Lux is there with the sniper in hand.
Yeah, of course, having that outlaw, it is going to be... Wow, he finds a third, looking for the fourth, not able to get it. Grim at least able to kill him. And, of course, the outlaw one-tap body shots people that only have light shields. And in a save round like this, or even a force buy, as it looks like Ball State are doing, all you're going to have is those light shields. So that outlaw will be one-tapping to the body. It's essentially an operator here in this second round of the half. And Law and Grim, they have made their way onto site, but they're all by themselves. And Jan, using that Marshall, finds the headshot onto Law, so now it's just Grim and by himself. And he finds one before dying, but Windows XP able to clean it up, and is going to be another win here for Bowling Green.
I like how Windows XP is playing. He's just, I don't want to say baiting his teammates, but he's kind of baiting his teammates. And so just really just playing very smart here as Raxophone, just trying to get some target practice. You know, I don't hate it. And I'm saying, like, I gotta repick. This is somewhat off topic. I gotta repick my favorite name here. I think Raxophone. That's a nice name. So, very nice play on words there. But Ball State trying to get some, just get some momentum here. I mean, they have, I believe, 2 timeouts. Is it per game or per series?
2 per map.
2 per map. Okay. So they have that second timeout, but I'm gonna assume that they don't want to use it just yet. And so as walls drop here in round 15, we just play a little bit slower here. Nice little default, trying to mimic what Bowling Green did on the middle of round or the first half, and just try to find a little bit more map control.
Yeah, really slow default here. Push up through mid here is what Ball State is trying to accomplish. That spike, of course, still down in that CT spawn. It's a really big wrap from Lux all the way around A side. And he's actually going to spot the spike now. He has indeed spotted the spike in CT spawn. And Rebo might be completely unaware of this. They're going to make contact. I think now Rebo just spots out Lux, but Ball State, they are able to find a kill with their mid lurk, and they are going to be up in the round 5-4.
Yeah, I like how Bowling Green playing this. Nice little 1v1. Rebo gets him with the Sheriff against the, I believe, the Bucky. And then Jan just kind of between a rock and a hard place, a.k.a. between Law and Rebo. And then Log is just going to get the spike, and they know A is free. The only person that they have seen has been B side. They do not know that Viper is sitting mid. Now they do. And so they're just going to go full A, know that pressure is going to be there, and pray that they can get the first round victory of the second half.
Yeah, and of course, Phobos going to use that Sky Healing to get his teammates to somewhat of a respectable health bar, but Windows XP lurking in the corner with the Spectre. That is a very scary weapon for how low the health bars are of Ball State, but it doesn't matter. He only finds 2, and Ball State, however scrappy it might have been, clean up the rounds.
Yeah, nice double swing there from, believe that's the Sova of whoever and and Rebo. It was Grim. You know, like, if I see like their name, I can say their name. I just don't know who's playing what off the dome. You know what I mean? It's just not smart here. But nice replay there. Nice little no-scope homage to Black Ops 2 sniping. And then Rebo just gets shot twice with the shotgun, just playing it very safe. Just doesn't lose composure there. That's what you like to see. It's 8-7. Very winnable for really both sides here. But Ball State, walled down, it's still very winnable. And they're pushing mid out the gate.
Yeah, for the first time in a while, we see Rebo using that Vandal. I know Gannon doesn't let them buy Vandals, so I'm assuming that's one that he picked up at the end of last round. As Grim looking for a little bit of a lurk here, but I don't think he knows that Lux is here. Jiggle peeks it, and he does see it, but he gets wall clipped. Down to 14 health, 136 of that HP going to be completely chunked off of Grim.
Yeah, nice shot there from Lux there, and then really good positioning from Grim. Very weak, has the area, just kind of just blind firing into the smoke. But Ball State pretty much already at the finish line. Where Jan's gonna notice it, get Gav. They know 3 are there, and Law and Phobos gonna push in.
Yeah, Rebo and Phobos so able to find trades of their own, swinging the numbers back into Ball State's favor. And now Ball State has Law on site with that spike, and that spike plants it as well. But look at this sneaky positioning as the Astro Wall is gonna come out here from Rebo, able to find a kill onto Lux, and Windows XP gets completely unspotted because kind of like walks right by Phobos, but doesn't matter. Rebo's there, gets himself a nice little 3K, and now it's just going to be, I believe that's Arceli by himself, finds 1 kill onto Phobos before falling to the Phantom of Law. And here we go, Ball State tie the map score up once again and showing some life, showing some momentum. Can they bring this one back?
It's 8-8 here. Really, I'm quoting one of my COD teammates there, good old Cam, and we were playing S&D, and we were down, we get tied it up. We tied it up 3-3, and he goes, yeah, guys, it's 0-0. And I like that mentality. It's 0-0 right now for both sides here, and they just have to play that way. Like, it's all tied up. I think Eco is going to be around the same. I don't believe that Bowling Green will have enough to get full shields, but they'll probably be half shielded here. And I think it's just going to be very scrappy, but they can still win this round. I do like the A push here. Just try to make some space and get a quick plant down.
Yeah, Phobos and Grim, or Wes, excuse me, or Gav, excuse me, wow, able to find a lot of space here on this A side. Grim actually able to find a kill of his own. So does Phobos, using that Phantom to wall bang Arceli, and now it's a really tough 2v5 retake situation here for Bowling Green, as Rebo won't find the kill on Jan. Gav finding a kill on Lux as well. I think we're 1 kill away from a team ace. I don't know who it has to be. It's not Rebo though. We're unfortunately not going to get the team ace, as Rebo finding a 2K on Araxophone, but here we go. The momentum is up and swinging a flawless round. That's what it's called here from Ball State.
Yeah, Ball State just played really well there. Almost just stayed in a line and kind of just squeezed. You can see on the mini-map top right, played in a diagonal line and just squeezed out towards mid-side. I love Rebo playing back, can get the mid control if they push through. And I love that, especially on A side. A side just relies so heavily on mid, and you can see it so clearly from T side. And so I'm going to guess a timeout.
Tech pause. Once again.
Impromptu timeout.
It's been 8 rounds since the last time we reset our PC. So guess what? It's time to do it again. Close out of your Valorant game, open it back up, and then we can get resumed with our match. 9-8 now in favor of Ball State. First time they've had the lead in this match for what seems like 10 rounds.
I think about.
I think
it's been since the last 8-8. I believe. They may have had it. I think the round after. Because I think it was the first 4 I think was like 5. I think
we brought it 5-4. That's the last time Ball State was up. We brought it 5-4.
5-4, 5-5, 6-5, 6-6, and then 7-6. Unfortunate.
Big
talk
sad.
to them about it.
Big sad. You know what? I should talk to them about it.
Yeah, talk to them.
Get better at your pistol rounds. Ball State University.
Why didn't you make it 6-7, guys?
Yeah, why did you not win your pistol rounds to make it 6-7? So you have a really
it's
awesome
not even the fact that it's not even the fact that
you know, I know
lost
why.
the round.
Phobos is a Soldier 76 OTP in Overwatch.
What does that have to do with anything?
So people wanted the 7-6 score line for Soldier.
That's actually
76.
I want to hate, but that's actually kind of funny. I want to hate so bad.
I mean,
want to hate so bad.
That's the hero he hit Jump on, and how he outranked all of the programs DPS.
Yeah, he has the highest, because the highest rank in the program is Gilducier? I think it's D1 support. I think he's like top 500.
Yes, we don't really count that. Because
it's like champs.
Why are we boomerang my Soma? What are we doing?
Why am I looking like that?
You're looking so ominously.
Bro, I look like. Why am I just not moving the boomerang? Look at that catch though. That hand-eye coordination.
I mean, I played baseball for 13 years of my life.
You did?
Yeah.
Where'd you play at? Wait, not where.
I was utility. Position? I played everything. My coach said, my coach commonly said this. Our team was entirely second baseman and me. So of course, second baseman's where you hide usually your worst player that has a really bad arm. Yeah. So he said we have an entire team of second basemen. than me because I could do actually anything. I could play first, I could catch, I could pitch, I could outfield, I could shortstop. I could do it all. I was a great utility man.
We need Ball State Esports with
yeah.
football.
And unfortunately, I didn't hit puberty in time to actually have a high school career in baseball because I was still a 5'2" shrimpy prawn.
Unfortunate.
5'2", by the way, at the start of my high school life. Could you imagine a 5'2" me?
That's just like your brother.
My brother's like 6'1".
No, he's 5'2".
All right, here we go. I believe Bowling Green has already found a pick onto not Gav. I believe it was. I don't feel like actually figuring out who it was, but it was Blah, I believe. But it's gonna be a really quick engage here from Ball State onto this B site. They have gotten Raxophone completely trapped here. He's trying to escape with his life. Gav doesn't want him to let it happen, but he is actually going to die now to Raxophone as Graham able to find a kill with the Shock. Graham finding a 3K onto Raxophone, onto Lux, and onto Arcelli, which is going to leave. I'm confused. Why does it say Rebo's on the other team? I'm honestly completely lost, but Yanni's going to fall, and so does Windows XP. It's a 2K here for Rebo as the operator now back into the hands of Ball State. We saw how nasty Gav was with that machine.
Rebo, you animal. Whoa, 1-2. Ugh, love that. This team they're firing.
They're cooking.
They're shooting. They are rifling, some could say. They are playing very well, and just like their positioning feels a lot more confident. Good old, oh, wait, we got the replay of just a 1 with the jet ult. 2 goes down. What a flick from Rebo, but you know they're just a lot more confident in their positioning. And Rebo, you animal!
Oh yeah, so Rebo's actually gonna keep that up because Gav has his knives, has that jet ult. Not gonna be able to find a kill before actually dying to the Bucky of Jan. Grim though able to find one as well, so it's still a 4v3 here in favor of Ball State. And once again, Grim has trapped Raxophone on site, but Raxophone able to hit a nasty shot with the Sheriff, evening the tides before getting traded up by Phobos. Phobos finds one, Phobos finds two, Rebo finding his second with the wall bang there with the operator. And here we go, Ball State. They have momentum, and they are barreling through this Bowling Green defense. 5
rounds in a row, all by elimination here. And I want to kind of touch on what I was saying last round is that a wise man, good old Curtis Faded once said to me, it was you got to be more confident with your arrow. And that means is like if you look at the mini map, you can kind of see where they're looking. And in Valorant, it's a lot better because you can actually see their sight line. It's like there's times where they look very like they're not fully confident where they're looking, where they're peeking, and now they look so confident. They look like exactly like I'm gonna peek this, somebody's gonna be here, I'm gonna kill them. And every single time you see Gav just shooting through the smoke, confident that somebody's there, and it's just ults galore here in the very end.
Yeah, all of the wise words coming out from, of course, Rhino's COD teammate and Rhino's COD coach. And Cam and Curtis Faded in Law able to find a cone of Windows XP, and that's going to be a lot of kills there for Ball State as they find 3 before Lux able to find their first onto Rebo. So now it's going to be a 3v2, and Bowling Green going to be put to map points if they lose this. So they actually don't want to fight this. They're going to walk all the way over to B, save their weapons, and Law, not knowing that, unfortunately uses that Viper ult completely for nothing.
I mean, a 3v2, it's not horrible. See,
what are
that's chemistry right there.
Yeah,
that's chemistry. I think Ball State noticing that they're probably not gonna push there, and I mean, a lot of ults coming out. I believe the Sova, Viper, both ults for Ball State. I think both Sova ults came out. I think one Astra ult came out. I don't know if it was from Raxophone or Rebo, but it's going to be match point here for Ball State. But Bowling Green not fully out of this. We've seen them come back, but 6 rounds in a row for your Cardinals, and they're shooting. They're shooting.
Oh, Gav gonna type us a message out here. Gav saying hi.
Hi, Gav.
How's it going, Gav? Let's hope you can clean this
Jet
map up
came
right
out.
here.
I think, yeah, Jet ult came out and Asher ult from Rebo. Okay. Both
so
of those
a lot of ults there from both sides as Rebo looking for some early smokes, and Ball State 5 stacking this B site might just be looking for a rush because, yeah, look at that. The Viper ult does come out on that A side. Gav gets the engage timed with the Sky Flash, and They have a lot of control on this B side already. The Sky Flash hits again onto Raxphone, so Gav knows that there's somebody here, but when does he peek is the question. He's going to do it with the Skydog and easily take out Raxphone, but Jan and Arcelli able to find some trades of their own, and Lux able to find a kill as well. So Ball State looked to have this round completely in their control, but it all fell apart. It all crumbled to pieces, and Bowling Green on the verge of losing the map, going to take a round win. Yeah, really good round there from Bowling Green. I think Ball State just wanted to in as quickly as humanly possible and try to maybe throw Bowling Green kind of off their balance there, so to speak. But it just did not work. And I mean, Viper Ult immediately coming out A side, I think gave Ball State a little bit more confidence. They're like, okay, we're pushing a 5v4. We have the man advantage because our Viper is sitting A side. So maybe we can get it. Just did not work there. And it looks like Ball State going to kind of go for the more slow mid option, maybe favoring a little bit of A. But Rebo, in the back. I want to see where this goes. Yeah, Rebo already taking a lot of space through that B side tunnels. And he's just going to hold this angle. He doesn't really have to get too aggressive just yet. He's kind of waiting for Bowling Green to slip up, for Bowling Green to make a mistake and peek him, as Phobos clearing out a lot here with that Skydog Law. You're able to find the first blood onto Lux in mid. And with that pick, they're actually going to rotate all the way over to B. This is really smart. They invested that Skydog onto A, essentially putting it in the minds of Bowling Green that, okay, they Skydogged over here. This is probably where they want to go, but they're going to take that pick, rotate over to B, hike it over, and most likely they're going to catch Raxphone completely off guard here. I think Raxphone may be expecting something, yeah, especially with the Astra smokes and the Viper smoke there, as Arcelli gets a pick on a Rebo. Whoa. Gets 2 on the Law. I think those were both the members of Ball State mid. Gets, oh no, he still had 2. I'm blind. Yeah, but Raxphone able to find a kill of his own as well, so it's only going to be Phobos and Grim here left for Ball State. Grim able to find a kill. Phobos looking for the peek, but he peeks into 3. So it's a 1v2 here for Grim. Can he close out the map? He gets 1, but no, it's so close. Windows XP able to find it out, and once again, at the verge of losing the map, Bowling Green find the round win. And he's going to defuse this fight, bringing our map score 10-12. Yeah, 10 HP in a 1v2 scenario. Such a dangerous spot here. Almost had it, just could not live. I think if he had full HP, could have gotten the nice little 2-piece there, but just unfortunately could not get it. So you see at the very end, 10 HP, very little util. Thought Windows XP was going to become to the other side, just did not happen. I think he picked up the op. I think he did, yeah. Lucas is giving me a lot of he's giving me nods, and I trust shockingly I trust my co-caster a lot more than I say I do. Yes, it's not smart to trust me unless I'm casting, then you might be able to trust me. But Jan does have that Iron Operator that just got picked up from that last round. Rebo is holding this angle. Oh, he actually sees the tip of that sniper rifle behind the boxes. Jan gonna be forced to use 2 of his utility there to get out because he was very scared of what Rebo might do. Maybe if he peeks, maybe finds a random ass headshot. Whoopsies. And here we go. It's going to be the engage here from Ball State onto this ace hit. Arcelli able to find one before getting traded out by Gav. Windows XP as well, finding the Viper. And if Jan using that ult to good effect and using it up to great effect as he finds 2. Gav kills him, but not before falling to the Vandal of Windows XP. And it was 9-12 for Ball State, but they've allowed Bowling Green to really come back, bringing it to 11-12. Yeah, 3 in a row for Bowling Green. Ball State needs 1 more before they go to overtime here. Lucas waving to, I love, like, Butler has the same thing as Ball State takes timeout. This is perfect. I'm talking about this. Butler has the same thing at BFI where they have the window outside, like in the caster room, and so while people walk by, like, they wave in. And especially at BFI Rocket League with both me and the third caster, my goat, Wyatt Libby Baby, we could both attest, like, people would walk outside, take pictures, and then we have that in the Ball State Robert Bell building. We have a window that we can see directly behind us, and people walk by, they always look in, some wave, some ignore us, you know, it's okay. Yeah, especially it being Tuesday and Wednesday night. It's sorority night here at Robert Bell, so it's always a bunch of, you know, cute women walking past. I think you just heard I think you just heard something back. Yeah, because they have, some sororities have chapter. Exactly. So I like to give them a wave, you know, kind of like aura farm them a little bit. I shouldn't have talked.
Can
I just need to stop talking.
Can I solo cast? Can I solo cast?
Oh,
this?
it's terrible. Don't worry
This is
about it.
bad. Can I solo cast? I've solo casted CS, man.
I should just like flex next time they walk past. Like, I'm a rock climber. Look, I'm getting worse. I'm getting so bad. I'm getting so bad.
Hey, Wyatt, you want to cast?
I have been kicked off the booth. What's new? Here we go, 11-12. Can Ball State finally put this map away, or is Bowling Green going to force us to overtime? And then I have to explain what the overtime rules are. Let's hope that doesn't happen, because I really don't want to explain what the overtime rules are. But here we go, Gav using that Jetto, and it's a great flash from Phobos as well. They're able to find the kill onto Lux before this round is even kicked off. It feels, and once again, Raxophone is completely trapped on site. Ball State have an idea that he's here, and they do know that he's here. Gav able to find the headshot onto him in a 5v3 now for Ball State. That spike is down. Is Arceli going to be investing that Silva all into this round, as it is the final round if they lose it. But a 5v3 is going to be really hard for Bowling Green, and Gav finding a third, looking for his fourth, not able to find it, but it doesn't matter. Phobos cleans it up with the 2K through the wall, and Ball State, even though it was pretty close, they take your first map, and we're on to Pearl.
They just wanted to make it interesting. That's
all
they wanted to do. You know, 13-11, they wanted to make it interesting. They wanted the people at home to have a good viewing experience, and so that's what happened.
They wanted me to wait even longer to have to eat dinner.
Yeah.
Although that's my fault for not getting dinner before the cast, but I'm just an irresponsible college
I got
student.
dinner before the cast.
Yeah, I'm irresponsible. What can I say? Except you're welcome.
Wyatt, can you cast, please? I don't know how I dealt with the semester of this, man. I don't know. Like, you were bearable during Overwatch, but when Valorant starts, it's just gone.
Valorant, there's just so much less happening. So I
That
just need to say more.
That's not a diss on like Valorant or our players. Valorant is just a slower game. So yeah, you know what? That's actually a valid reason.
Yeah,
but
there's a
like,
reason I don't play it anymore.
Because you're bad.
I was plat. It's like top 50% in Valorant. It's like pretty high. Maybe like top 40 or 30%. Yeah. Here we go. We got some replays. Here, of course, this being from the pistol round is Grim finding a 2K. And yeah, I honestly don't know how to talk over replays. You're much better at that than I am.
You know, I just low key. You just do color over replays. I mean, you've already done the play-by-play. Nice little hip fire there from Gav. But like again, Ball State acted with so much confidence. Nice little smoke shot there. They just had so much more confidence in themselves as well as each other and just like their positioning. It seems like they were just fully listening like to the comms that were given both by the IGL and both the teammates just in game, and just like they were again more proactive and not reactive. So, but like, and they just, I don't know, they just felt a lot just like more in unison. Like as the game progressed, just kind of giving in full trust, and I respect it. I respect it. Locom flawless, and then Rebo 1, Flick 2. We'll be seeing that on the weekly recap, which with brand new thing starting on the Ball State Instagram page was the weekly recap. And you know what? Fire.
Yeah, if you're not following us on Instagram, quick plug actually, Ball State Esports, follow us over there. We post reels.
And Twitter.
And Twitter as well. We post a lot of reels, a lot of really good short form content. So if you do miss a stream and you still want to see the map score after map, this is amazing.
Yes,
and
dude.
we have the high as well.
Yes, we have Gav's
Love that
high.
from Gav.
That's
and
perfect.
now that the replays are
there's
over,
Gav. Perfect timing.
So that is actually insanely timing. Let's send it over to our sideline reporter Wyatt to bring us all the up-to-date news on what's happening with the players.
Yay, Wyatt.
Yes, yay me. I'm back in the sideline position after Twitch modding the entire stream. So you see those nice posts on Twitter? That's me. But my little bit of insight that I have for this game, I think that, it's been a little scrappy from Ball State. They did win. It was a pretty good round one win, but there was a moment where it almost looked like we were going to go into overtime there for a second. Lost a lot of rounds in a row. It was kind of back and forth. What I think I want to see from Ball State is more consistent wins, winning more in a row, trying to get some momentum built up, play a little less scrappy, play a little more safe. That would be what I would like to see personally from this Ball State Valorant team to hope to lead to a dominant Game 2 win. You don't want to go into a Game 3 here, and you want to try to win a little bit more comfortably this time and not get a scary overtime moment. So that's what I have. Thanks, Lucas and Bryce. I'm going to send it back to you guys now.
I almost got caught texting there. I'm gonna sneak this thing right back into my pocket.
I would never. I was locked in, dialed on what Wyatt had to say.
You're just better at hiding your phone than I was.
No. Yeah, maybe. Definitely not on my leg right now. But I mean, nobody can say it better than Wyatt Libby Baby. But back to what we were saying about Prod. I need to give a quick little shout out. I don't even know if he's watching. He might be. It's on brand with the Valorant stream. New short form, I think short form me lead. He's a lead.
Fraggleton?
Jack Fraggleton.
Fraggleton.
He's been killing it with the short form content. You know, we had a couple here and there, but it's the biggest breakthrough that we've had this semester. Especially, it's been that, and then like just the overlay, which I mean, I haven't casted Valorant, so like I'm very unfamiliar, but like the replays that we've had for Valorant, which I think it's a lot better because it's a lot slower of a game, so you can put the replays in, whereas Overwatch is very go 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 go. But like the in-game or post-game replays where you have everything.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Every semester, our production team just impresses us more and more and brings more and more to the table. And especially our leads are stepping up big time this year. Of course, our executive producer, Trinity Moonbroken, doing a lot. And also, I believe,
Trinity.
VD for tonight, Austin as well, putting in a lot of work. Wow. That's just
I love Austin.
hatred.
I say boo with love.
Okay. But of course, everyone else working the audio and the video and the behind the scenes and our shadows and everybody as well. But big shout out to our executive producer and our Valorant VD. Wow, talking is hard.
Yeah,
but hard. I was trying to get to it earlier. And before we get into map B-roll and before we get into Pearl and the map itself,
we don't have B-roll.
It is a big day in the gaming community as Overwatch dropped a big patch and even made it into the top 5 Steam games for the day. Keep in mind, not a big amount of the player base plays on Steam.
That is true.
Much bigger chunk of the player base launches that game from Battle.net. So the fact that Overwatch made top 5 in Steam is very, very impressive, and it was a pretty good update. I think they introduced 4 really good additions to the hero cast, 4 heroes that are very fun to play, fit the role very well.
What's the 5th that you
and then
don't
a cat.
Like? Okay. If this was an Overwatch stream, I'd go more in depth of it, but we need to get back on the topic at hand, Valorant. You know, if this was an Overwatch stream,
but like,
I'd talk about it. I mean, it is. I get it. It's esports, and we offer it here. It was Valorant.
What was the last thing Valorant released? Veto?
I don't know. I don't play Valorant.
It was Veto, yeah.
I don't play Valorant.
And that agent is low-key snooze because he's never played in comp or he's played in comp. He's never played in high elo val. So not a lot to talk about there. But but Overwatch bringing in some heroes that definitely we see in the competitive scene.
I think we could see a contenders team run Jetpack Cat, just a meme.
Oh, Jetpack Cat is meta right now. That's why it sucks.
There's no way.
Yes, because she's just overpowered. What? Because you can just fly your tank on any high ground that you want.
I mean, yeah, you can, but
and combined. So what it's being played with Domina and Juno. So you just bring your Jetpack Cat holding Domina and fly her into just wherever you wish you would be.
That's 2 people going to a random high ground. I mean,
not a random high ground, probably a good high ground. That's some good.
Well, you know what I mean, but like that Juno's killable.